Here's an update on the greenhouse. Everything's growing really good. What we've got going on here is cucumbers in this pot. As soon as they start to get longer and want to trellis, we'll move it to the back and we're going to get something that they can trellis up along the side. All the flowers, Gerber daisies, we got to figure those out. The ones that were on it were good, but the new ones aren't looking so good. We'll see how that works out. Everything else is great though. Here's our strawberries. They got a little sickly for a little bit there. I don't know if it was just shock from transplant or too much water, but I think we got it better under control now. We'll see how things grow. Cilantro, onion chives, the oregano, that also got it might be that I don't like these pots that well because everything it really got died off and now it's starting to come back, but it was not healthy for a while. We've got oregano, basil, rosemary going in here. Here, because the rosemary still doesn't look good, we got another rosemary and put them in here. See, we got right here some zucchini. The squash hasn't come up yet, but back in the corner we got peppers, and I just started to see today one little pepper coming up. So that's in there. Those zucchinis and squash are going to get pretty big, so they'll take up a lot in here. We got some dill thrown in here too, some other things. Tomato plants, they're looking wonderful. After we're about 30 days in now, so all through January, we've got a lot of growth going on so far. They're growing up fast, and we're gonna have an extra month because normally, as I said before, we didn't plant until a week after the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's just coming up this week, so we're ahead of the curve here. You can see some of the carrots starting to come up. I actually got these already in because they're growing up so fast. If you don't cage in the tomatoes, it's tough to do it later, so you want to get it kind of early. But a lot of good growth. On the outside here, we have these are the cherry tomatoes that they're coming along. They're a little slower grow, but we got the celebrities in back. Spinach is up, and he's really starting to leaf now. So we're a few stragglers that are in here, but we got here a little straggler in here, but then we've got this whole border here is going to be spinach. So that will grow up. Beets are coming along great. We've got this is going to be lettuce that's in here that will come up. Carrots in here, and then I can't remember what we put in here. But we threw something back there. Only one has popped up so far. I can't remember what it is, but more should be sprouting here soon. Then we've got a lot of our floral and also cacti kind of plants that are here. They're loving it. Right along here. Like my mom let me know this was a Christmas cacti. I did not know that. I knew it was a cacti of some sort, but it was very beautiful. It is starting to slow down now that it isn't so cold. I know we're just coming into February, but it's going to be 80 degrees all week as a high, and probably like 50s at night, so perfect growing weather. That's about it, but everything's really starting to sprout. Oh, I forgot over here. Beans, these are green beans that are coming up. As soon as they just came up about a week ago, but once they really want to start trellising, we'll move that to the back. Get them to trellis up behind there. These were from seed. These are some tomatoes from seed that they're up and starting to grow. They're a yellow pear tomato, so that was just something I wanted to experiment with this year. We'll see how it goes. And then some actual real onion chives, the larger variety. These are just chives that you cut off the tops, but these will really grow up. Poppy's doing great. Everything else is doing great in here. So that's an update on the greenhouse. Everything's growing great. Oh, the water's in here now. I broke into here. This is the runs that before the pad was poured, had the runs here, but I tapped into the water that goes over to the sprinkler system over there. Just tapped into that inch line, brought it over. and it's there now. So the nice thing, I don't have to drag the hose, which the hose is way over there. Used to drag it all the way over here. Now it's just here. I had this hose. I'm thinking that I really want one that retracts, won't kink up or anything, and then I can just hang it right here. So I'm looking to get one of those. We've got over here, you can see behind on the other side of the wall is the compost bin. We've been using that a lot. So a lot of good dirt in there that's composting out right now. It'll be good in about 90 days. It breaks down pretty fast because it gets warm and then breaks all that down. We'll get that going, and then we'll fill in here, get some more nutrients going on. Next year, so it's kind of, I figure, new planter every year. So I've got the wood for a small planter right here, thinking of a raspberry or blueberry bush in here. But then over here, this whole line is going to be, this whole run is going to be another planter like this one over here. So that will be next year. I'll build him out, and then we'll do something with the shelves. Kind of the next phase. This is the, I've got a line here that I can pull. This is going to be the electrical. So what's going to happen is this area right here. I'm going to clear out this area. I'm going to pour a pad right here, and then probably go one level of cinder, and then build an area right here that is kind of shedish, only about yay tall, but lean roof. And with the lean roof, you can see I get all the sun coming from here, and it will be about 4 to 6 solar panels on top of this lean roof that feed DC batteries in here. We'll pull it all the way over up. Once we get there, we'll have the inverter there. We'll pull the inverter, the AC line, because DC, you don't want to go too far. You don't want to draw the DC all the way over here. You gotta have thick cable. We're talking like on this run alone, it would be bad. So what we'll have the inverter in there, and it will feed over the AC line all the way over here into here. And we'll bring the AC lines up and run them about yay high, because it is a water environment. You want to keep them high, everything to code, that nobody ever gets hurt. So we'll have the fan in here. I've got an AC plug timer for the fan to go on when it really starts getting hot in here. And then also we're going to have a swamp cooler in here to cool it off when it really gets hot. And that will be run on a temperature switch into the AC outlet. So that's what I'm working on right now, is I'm gonna have to fill this back in and then pull this rock back, run the pad, get some rebar, get the cinder in here, build up the little shed. The other side will open so I can work on the batteries in there and get the batteries set out here, solar panels, AC run. That way this whole greenhouse is all green. You know, we'll have the solar over there that will feed it, because then running down the line, once I fill out and have what's in there, I plan on Ellen getting another one of these greenhouses and L-ing this out. It will be about 4, you can see the back here. It takes 4 spots. So I'll be connected from here to here, pop out these 2 so that the water is an easy run into that greenhouse as well, and build a little header here that I can dip and get over into that greenhouse from this one, take the water with me, be able to pull the electrical in there as well. And so this will be all L'd off. They'll have it, I can get an 8 by 10 or 12 along here, and I'll have the whole L of a greenhouse going on in here, more grow room, and really I'll have more than I'll ever need. But I love growing, so the more the better. That's about it. Everything looks great in here though. This is a little coffee kind of dinette set. I don't want to say dinette, but a little sitting area that my wife picked up. It's nice 2 little chairs. We come out here, we sit in this nice environment, and it's really excellent. So I'll talk to you later.